The next, I'm going to ask you to determine your number one problem. During this time, I know that you might be in a fearful state, right? You might be scared. And I don't want you to let your fear and the scaries take over. I think once we get scared, we have a tendency to throw everything at the kitchen sink. I need to change everything right now. And I want you to resist. You're going to cut non-personnel expenses and you're going to focus on one problem so that you can learn and focus on one problem. So if you've had a decrease in revenue, is this an advertising and marketing problem? Is this a shift in the market? Like really ask yourself some deep questions so that you can find out your number one problem. Maybe you had a referral partner who you had been working with the last few years, who their business had shifted and changed. Their industry has changed. And so they're no longer able to refer business to you. Maybe you had a lead generation source. I know this happened with Facebook a few years ago with the iOS change. And I watched so many businesses, their ads immediately stopped. They stopped working overnight. And all of those businesses had to understand that that was their number one problem, refocus, learn, and rebuild. So is this an advertising and marketing problem? And what is causing that problem, right? We have to ask ourselves some really deep questions so that we can focus on solving one problem. You are going to focus and learn everything you possibly can about the one problem. And at the end of the quarter, you can ask yourself, what worked? What didn't work? What should you keep doing? And what should you stop doing? And then we'll have another focus. We'll refocus for another quarter. It's really important that we don't change everything. One more time. Do not change everything. Do not get scared and stop spending. We need to keep our investments that are building and contribute to our business thriving. Don't cut off those sources. Don't cut off the flow of cash to those sources because you are scared. Focus on one problem.